Now, I am going to be coming back a little bit because it's a little bit easier to reach over to find these things. The coracoid process, do you remember what that looks like anatomically? Yeah. It's that little finger that sticks forward from the scapula. It's not a super fantastic structure to palpate. So it's right there. That wasn't so bad, was it? So you want to be not so enthusiastic about palpating that because if you palpate really hard, it hurts. So do you know what muscle is attached to the coracoid? Corpobrachialis. Corpobrachialis is a good one. Pec minor. Bicep short head. Great job. Okay. So if on the exam you're asked to palpate the coracoid process, you could say you're palpating the insertion of those three muscles. Right? Okay. So coracoid process. Now you'll know if you're on the coracoid process because if I just abduct her shoulder a little bit, should it move or not move? It should not move because all of that initial motion should be the humerus and the scapula shouldn't be moving at all. If it comes out with me when I do it, I'm actually on the humerus. Okay? I'm going to have to bring you a picture of my son. He has a shirt that says, "I find this humerus," and it's got the bone on it. I've been coughing all over my arms, so Professor Boyd, can you come up and do the finding the bicipital groove?
Oh, sure.
So what you're going to do is you're going to come in, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Not really.
Oh.
I figured I'd wing it when I got here.
So we're going to be here.
Oh, yeah. Any too late. Sorry.
Sorry. I'll give you an A on the first exam if you get sick. So, so now I'm palpating with the broad part of my fingers across the front of the shoulders. Okay? And what I'm looking for is I'm palpating the intertubercular groove. And what muscle goes through there?
Long head of the bicep.
Okay. Oh man, that's one ugly humerus. So there's the groove here, and then there's a bony structure here, and there's a bony structure here. What are those called? Greater and lesser tubercles. Greater is believe it or not, that's lateral. Lesser is medial. Okay? So how you're going to palpate those is she is completely relaxed and comfortable with my germ-ridden contact with her, and she's letting me hold her arm. I have very light pressure, right, on the front of your shoulder, and I'm going to be laterally rotating her and medially rotating her, and I'm letting those tubercles just pop right out at me, okay? So when I have her in lateral rotation, I'm going to be palpating the lesser tubercle, and when I have her in medial rotation, the greater tubercle is going to pop out at me, okay? When I get right in between there, I'm going to be on the intertubercular groove, okay? Now, if the person is not relaxed, what muscle is going to hold her arm in this position? Biceps. So she's going to have all this tension here, and you're not going to be able to feel those structures. So you need to really have the arm relaxed, okay? And if you just hold it like this, they're not going to trust you. So you need to have their arm completely supported, although if you're germ-ridden, this is probably worse. So sorry. So you want to make sure that they feel comfortable with you having their arm. Okay? You'll also see I'm not doing this, because it's not like your arm is heavy, but I'm using the biggest muscles possible, which are my legs. Okay? So I'm using it that way. Even though I'm left-handed, these structures are going to be so superficial that they'll pop out and I can palpate with my non-dominant arm, which is usually not ideal. Okay? So the same palpators as before. We're going to palpate the coracoid process, the lesser tuberosity, the greater tuberosity, the intertubercular groove. Well, that's a lot. Let's stop there. Okay? You wait till we get to the end of the semester.